how this investor transformed $600 into $200,000 in less than 24 hours. And I know someone who is a beginner here will check this graph and will not see what happened and what are the key learnings. Well, don't worry, because I analyzed everything that this person do, and I checked also this wallet that made $500,000 and also this wallet that print 5 to 10K every day in automatic. You will learn everything how they do it because I did the research for you. By the way, welcome on Handsome Finance, where we study what's happening on chain, because the blockchain is an open ledger, so we can see all the transactions, who made money, who lost money, follow the smart money, and make even more money. So don't forget to pour down your little matcha, and let's get to it. Actually, I just lied to you. This is not a matcha, but this is a oolong tea. Yeah, gotta do like the Romans do. Now, you gotta understand everything, because what I will show you will help you to unlock real alpha on the crypto market. Most of the people, they just check this kind of graph. I don't care about that kind of graph. I rather read this, because I can know each wallet. What are they buying? What are they selling? What are they doing? For example, a shrimp that sells or buy, I don't care. But a whale that is doing a move is going to impact the price a lot more. And this token, DZHV, impossible to pronounce, right? Is an interesting one because they use a different coding. Instead of using the normal language of Ethereum, which is Solidity, this developer decided to use assembly code or assembly code. You will pronounce it how you want, as long as you put a thumbs up and you click subscribe. And that created a cross-chain token. It means you can trade this token on Arbitrum, on Avalanche, on Base, on BNB chain, and on Ethereum. That's already a technical advance on the market. That's why actually you can see that this one is trending. But is it enough? I don't know. However, this is probably going to start a trend. So if you don't understand how people that make money in this do this, well, you'll be left out, and then you will be the only one who doesn't have a yacht at the end of this bull market. That's it. Enough of explanation, and let's dissect how this person bought here really early and then just sold again and again and again and again. So when we check that person, they bought for $310. Actually, it was 0.1 Ethereum, I guess, one time, and then a second time. And just a few hours later, it was a competition of sell, which when you check the top traders, we can see that this person bought for $620. They made a profit of $225,000 in 24 hours because they know how to use the blockchain and how to trade properly. That's the only advantage that they had on you. But we could check also that guy that invested only $800 and made a crazy amount. Now, I didn't make those. Why? Because I was offline those days. I was busy with some other stuff. But maybe I could have been on it. I don't know. But there's only 2,000 traders who know about this. So when you watch this video, you know that on Handsome Finance, you are before it gets cool. Now the big channels start to finally make some videos about ERC-404. And you know that the first time you heard about it, it was on this channel that give also the best dating advice in the crypto market, which honestly was quite an easy competition to choose. One could think it's only luck, but I don't have time to think. So I only verify. And when I check some of these other trades, we have Origin, where he bought for $83 and sold for $600. Yeah, it is not life-changing, but we are looking at the multiples. It take a really small risk and multiply it. And then if you make $500 a day, you are already better than most of the crypto investors. But it also happened on this trade where he bought for a little bit less than $100 and sold for $670. You can see a pattern in this investor that he doesn't care about staying in the trade or like, oh yeah, maybe it's gonna go up. No, he take profit and he go on to the next one. If you're holding to your bags like this, like a guy who could only have one girlfriend in his life, well, you are going to have a miserable life. And it's the same in crypto. Don't be like that unless it's Bitcoin. If it's Bitcoin, okay, you can do that. That's the only rule. I don't know why I look like Donald Trump. I just did this. I have to watch less Twitter. Let's go on to your second wallet, which is already at $500,000. And I promise you, you will understand that you need one thing that they do that I saw in all of the 3 wallets that we are going to see in this video that will change how you trade. And by the way, don't worry, if you want to know the addresses and things like that, you can join the Investors Boardroom. And I know that some other groups are going to watch this video and try to find the addresses, the wallets that we already found. But if you want to do this, you can do this. Otherwise, you can be, well, at the beginning of the chain. And this is happening in the Investors Boardroom, and we do it together and we make more money together. It's on you, it's not on me. So this guy, PLT King, that's the name I gave him, because he made an amazing trade on Pallet. I don't know what is this token for. Probably it's a meme coin. It's not a meme coin. We don't care. We only care about numbers. And when you check this one, you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. What kind of shit coin is that, Antoine? I know. It's a pretty terrible shit coin that crashed down. He bought here right at the beginning for 25 Ethereum. Can you believe that? That's 72,000 US dollars. And when you check Zerion, they would think like, wow, he made so much profit because he bought here and now it's there. Well, that's why I want to show you a bit more in details. Here I have exactly the transaction, what happened. And he bought for $72,000 at the price on average of $1,262. And today it's at $671. So he lost a bit of money on that one. You may be thinking, yeah, but why are you showing us someone that lost money? We don't want to know that. Because it's important. Here, it's a big wallet, $500,000. And most of the people will only check like the amount of the wallet to judge someone who is trading. But actually, a lot of good traders and someone reasonable will not leave that amount of money on their wallet. Do you remember our first guy that made more than 200K and had a lot of winning trades? Well, every time he makes some money, he sends it back to his exchange. And by the way, I found out that his exchange is Swissborg. So I assume that he's Europeans. My brother, if you see this, we are from the same land. We can chat together. Anyways, I might copy your trade, so why not hang out? Last but not least, we are going to talk about Tikka Masala.eth because it's a great name. And the portfolio is $42,000, which could seem, again, for a beginner, it's not interesting, it's not a whale, it's not a big wallet. But you're smarter than that, you subscribed, you clicked on the notification bell already, right? So you know that one wallet can be connected to other wallets, and then one wallet can be just having for one usage, like I do. I have wallets that are public, and people think that's only what I have. But that's good because I decide what people can think. And now Tikka Masala, I love him. $400. He sold, made a clean 10K with $400 invested. And we are talking in the same day. Again, he's really at the beginning of this token because it's the blockchain. So different blocks and a chain. Where do you want to be? At the end of the chain or the beginning of the chain? Don't be at the end of the chain. The food chain, the dating chain, any chain, be at the beginning. Okay? And though Tikka Masala was also on Grok, he bought for only $264 and then sold again, made more than 10K, easy. And I know he could have made a lot more. But again, this is not the guy who is going to be in the comments. You say you should sell this, but actually you shouldn't have sold this. Look, it's up 15%. But doesn't even know to compare on the 7-day basis that Bitcoin did better than BIM and couldn't understand that. And I don't know why. I just can't explain to them. But this guy probably went on to another trade. He doesn't care about like being at the top or whatever. He cares about making money now. But also on solar, he was pretty good. He bought for 4K this time. He's getting bigger now, Tikka Masala. And sold again for 2,000, 1,000, 2,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. Just making a bunch of money again. On Geki, he bought for $826. I'm not going to do it again, but we have 1,005, 3,000, 3,000, 2,005. He made more than 20 or 30K on this trade again with just a bit of investment. THF, I don't know why we do some competition of pronunciation. Well, I guess our guy was feeling a bit more like invincible, bought for 2K and sold everything for 4K. So lost a bit of money on this, but you can understand why, because if you ever eat some tikka masala, it's most of the time really good, but one time you're gonna have a hard time after you hate it. And if you don't understand why, well, you didn't eat enough tikka masala. I can see a few people were already leaving the video. I will have the statistics, so I know which kind of people can't be able to wait a few minutes to gain alpha. Let's see what all those traders have in common so you can improve your game and get better at it. If you want to do the same thing, I will actually put a file that is free in the description. You just have to put your email and I send it to you by email. If you can't find it in your emails, maybe you're not made for this because you can't even know how to go in the spam, but you will have some of the best investment funds, some main traders, some retail, some of my own wallets, and all the biggest influencers in crypto that you know. But I'm not going to be able to put all the ones that we saw today, as some were found by the investors boardroom and those members, and I want to keep their alpha for themselves. That's normal. What is also normal is that all those addresses were using something in common. Let's come to the historic here with one of my favorite new guy, Tikka Masala. What we have? Sniper bots. All of them are using sniper bots. If you're not using a sniper bot, then you understand why you're not making those kind of gains. Because you are not using the right tools. Most of the people trained you to do technical analysis on a chart, which is normal for the stock market, normal for the commodities market, but no one showed you that on the blockchain, you have another edge, which is the blockchain. So if you're trading on blockchain, you need to understand how the blockchain works and how some traders, for example, are able to put two transactions into the same transaction, one that is buying and one that is selling. Those sniper bots mostly work on Telegram for now. To give you a few examples, you have Banana Gun, MaestroBot, or Unibot, which also work on Solana. I really invite you to start to play around with it. I actually did a lot of video around those because I also think that some are good investment. So full disclosure, I am invested into Banana. I made some money with Unibot. I still have a bit of those tokens. But after, I don't care. You choose whatever works for you and you can start to trade. I am not going to try to go into all the details of why you need to use one because it will get really technical and this video will need to be a lot longer and I don't know where you started and I don't have time to coach you from the beginning with a full online course to explain you how it works. But basically, as it's the blockchain, you want to be in the first blocks and there's a lot of competition to be in this first block. So when you use a public decentralized exchange like Uniswap and interact with it, well, you are not going to have as many choices and possibilities to front run and be the first before everyone else. It's a little bit like if you were working at Tinder and you were able to snatch the best profile before anyone else could see it. So only you would see it. That's kind of the analogy that will make it the best for it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's been 5 to 7 days that I didn't post a video. I had a lot of things going on in real life. Maybe some of you missed me. And to be honest with you guys, I missed myself too. I'm kidding. Or am I? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to put a thumbs up. And if you want to see another wallet that was super interesting, well, check out that one because it's me who did a trade and you will understand better how I did it. It was a pleasure. Don't forget one thing before you leave. What is it again? Yeah, stay handsome. Ciao.